Hi everybody, I'm your host Kent Pavelka. Welcome again to MCCTV as we talk today about MCC staff training and development with Marilyn Cotton. Marilyn is the coordinator of training and development at the college, and we were chatting before we went on the air. It's been a few years.
Probably, yes, it has been.
We've had you on the program, and
Yes.
I'm sure things have changed as they do in most every endeavor since our last chat. I thought we'd begin maybe just in a nutshell, you telling us what training and development at the college is all about and the purpose of it.
Okay, I'd be happy to. Our purpose in training and development is to improve job performance by developing employees and their work skills. And we do that in a variety of different ways. We have supervisors who contact us and ask us to train their whole unit, which we do in a specific job skill, so that they're all hearing the same thing and they're all getting the same training. And then we can customize that to their needs and to whatever their outcomes might be. We also train just one-on-one, or if there's two or three or a very small group, we will do that training for that particular competency. We will also train online if that makes it a little bit easier for the employee. We will go that route. And we also have trainings that we offer quarterly, every quarter, that all employees can register for as long as they have supervisory approval. And some of those trainings include first aid, active shooter, conversational Spanish, meeting management. So we have a handful of trainings that we offer every quarter for employees who would like to enroll.
Those are the ones you've determined that are kind of universally important.
They are.
I guess.
There are standards, and we always get a really good registration number in those.
Are they mandatory?
They are not mandatory.
Yeah.
We don't have any of our trainings that are mandatory, so they are voluntary.
What kind of participation level do you find you get?
We rarely cancel a class, so our participation level is really high. By now, we've been doing this for about 10 years now, so we kind of know the market, we know the needs, we have a really good communication with all the employees. They know they can contact us and request training, and if one person needs the training or requests the training, there's probably 10 others who would like that training.
So that when you publicize you're going to do it, maybe more enroll than
exactly
the initial interest that was
exactly.
expressed. So what's the, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say also, we distribute surveys after every training, and the participants complete the survey, and we always ask them to include trainings that they would like for us to offer. And so we always look into those. We always try to offer those trainings as well.
It kind of dovetails into what I was going to ask you, because you began talking about when staff or supervisors come to you and ask about training their people or their person. What's the mix of that kind of customization where I mean, is it anything goes as far as topics are concerned, or areas of training?
Right, if it's job related. As long as it's job related, then yes.
So what kinds of things do people come to you and ask for you to help with, besides what you offer quarterly?
Right. Well, a lot of them come to us that we have our new software, our Windows 10, for instance, so they would like training on Windows 10, maybe customized to how they used it in their department. There's and we'll talk about this a little bit further, but our Clifton Strengths, they would like to know how to work as a strengths-based team. Maybe some soft skills, some listening skills or customer service skills, those types of trainings. Even some self-care.
Do you do all this with two people?
Well, now we coordinate the training. We don't do the training.
I see.
We coordinate the training.
And where do you get the folks that do the training?
We have consultants that we that we go out and reach out to. And we also have adjuncts on our staff who will come in and do some trainings. So we kind of utilize those, those talents.
Sure.
And also internally, we have a lot of internal talent that we utilize in terms of our trainings.
Well, let's start with the one thing that you offered. You mentioned the Clifton Strengths. What are those? What is that?
Clifton Strengths is based on the concept of intentionally developing our strengths rather than our weaknesses. So the college partners with Gallup Clifton Strengths for students.
I wondered if that was the same Clifton.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And the college knows that it helps us to be successful in academics and in our career and in our lives. So the first step to that is taking the Clifton Strengths Finder, and it's an assessment, and it identifies your top 5 strengths. There's a list of 34 strengths, and it will identify your top 5 strengths.
Is that the input part?
Yes, that is the input part. Yeah, that's my top strength, input, and that is and typically, your top 5 strengths are the way that you naturally feel and think and behave. So
It could be a dangerous revelation.
it might be. Not everyone's happy with what they see.
Or they don't predict what they think you're going to be something else, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they do. Can I take it again? They want to take it again. So the college has really invested in this. The college has invested in Gallup training for 6 of our internal staff and faculty. So they are certified to teach strengths to our MCC community. So the first step, as I said, someone new might come in, start the college, be a new hire, so they'll reach out to our training and development department, and we'll give them a code, and that gives them access to the assessment. They take the assessment, they see their top 5 strengths, they don't mean a lot to them, but they do come with a description, a short description. But what they'll want to do then is start attending some of our seminars that are taught by these strengths certified Gallup coaches. And they might be strengths-based teams and strengths-based leadership and discovering your strengths. There's a Strengths 3D workshop for faculty, so they can take that class and then they can bring that awareness of what strengths is to their class.
Talking about MCC staff training and development with Marilyn Cotton. Let's move on from the Clifton Strengths.
Okay.
First of all, I know you offer a new employee orientation. Probably should have started there.
That's okay. We do. We offer a new employee orientation, and this is very exciting because we've changed our format. We had for 6-7 years, we've had new employee orientation for staff and administrators just quarterly, once a quarter. We kind of force-fed all this information on MCC for 4 hours once a quarter. Well, starting this month in April, we are going to offer it every month. So instead of potentially a new employee might have
to wait.
Come in, had to wait 90 days,
Yeah.
possibly. Now the longest they'll have to wait is 30 days to jump in and to be oriented. It's a 3-part series. One part is on mission, one part is on MCC operations, and one part, of course, is on Clifton Strengths.
Yes.
So we'll have
Very
President Randy comes in and the VPs come in and they welcome the new employees and they kind of talk to them a little bit about their role and the culture of the college. And we have other department heads come in and talk about operations, business office,
gotta be really
foundation. Yeah, it is. And then
somebody new. Yeah.
Right, and they, they're a cohort. They're together 3 months in a row, so they get to know one another too.
What is you pronounce it Mercy?
Mercy,
Mercy
right.
Mentoring.
Yes, that's our mentoring program. It's mentoring for retention with College Insight, and it is offered every other year, and we are in the midst of it right now. We launched Mercy, our mentoring program, in late February, and we have 22 matches, which is the highest we've ever had, the highest number of participants we've ever had. So that means we have 22 pairs of, one is a mentee who's been with the college for less than 3 years. And then the other one, their mentor, has been here for over 3 years and is mentoring them for a period of 6 months.
Mentoring about what?
Mentoring about, actually the mentee drives what they're mentoring about. What does the mentee want to know about the college? Do they want to know about the culture? Do they want to know about leadership? Do they want to know about the programs offered? Do they want to see all the campuses?
And whatever that interest is, that determines who the
Pretty
mentor
much.
is. Yeah.
Yes, pretty much, yeah. They all fill out a survey and let us know their wants and needs. And so they all meet for a minimum of 2 hours a month. And it's a good and many times a long-lasting partnership.
I bet, yeah.
It is.
If it's a good match, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is, right,
What
exactly.
about supervising with impact and the Academy for Leadership? Let's go through those two quickly.
Okay, Supervising with Impact is one of our newer programs. We launched it in January, and it gives supervisors training in they become knowledgeable more about supervisory competencies and skills, and it provides learning opportunities for them to understand the laws and regulations that impacts employees and the college work environment. And also it creates a productive and engaging workplace for all employees. So we've got 2 tracks. One is for first-time supervisors and one is for experienced supervisors. And
So you need to be a supervisor.
you need to be
yeah.
a supervisor, and all supervisors are welcome. We have about 130 supervisors at the college.
Very cool.
Yes, and actually the topics that we present on all came from a needs assessment that the supervisors completed. So it really kind of came from them.
You do a good job, it sounds like, of focusing on the specific interests and needs of people in terms of
Absolutely.
their development. What's the
Absolutely.
Academy for Leadership, Marilyn?
Academy for Leadership, we've had 5 classes now for Academy for Leadership, and it runs every other year also. And it kind of hones in on, all employees are welcome to apply. It's an application process. You need to be at the college for a minimum of 1 year, and it's for people who show some leadership potential and maybe want to assume additional responsibility. And the topics are all leadership topics. It's an investment in time. We meet for 10 months, 1 full day per month. So it's an investment in time. And then at the end of probably about the last 3 months of Academy for Leadership, the participants work on a capstone. And the last class, their particular capstone was to create a supervisory series. So that is actually where our supervisory series came from. A lot of the content came from what the Academy for Leadership.
That way you can step back and it's all taken care of, right?
Exactly. So, yeah.
Before we wrap up, I want you to just touch on what you think all this adds to the experience of an employee at MCC if you take advantage of it.
Sure. It adds to a learning curve for them. They're able to enhance their work skills. If they take advantage of the programs, they're able to engage in the college. They're able to meet their colleagues, people who work on other campuses. So it's really a nice, great program for them.
I would guess it doesn't hurt you in terms of positioning yourself for potential advancement at the college,
Exactly.
too.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So for folks employed, what's the best way to get involved? Obviously, you reach out. How do you reach out to them?
We reach out by monthly emails and let them know what we're offering for the rest of that month. And we also have a website, a training and development website. It lists everything we talked about here. It lists it all the programs, all the classes. They can go there and register for classes. So that's how we reach out to them. And also in the inside story, like our special programs, we'll list those in the inside story so they can go and hop on there and read all about it and contact us.
And I assume the link is on mccneb.edu.
It is, absolutely.
On the front page, or how do you find it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's on the front page. And then on our portal, you know,
Okay.
they can go into our portal and they can find it there also.
Anything you want to add before we say goodbye?
This has been a real pleasure, and thank you for letting me brag about our program, Training and Development.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marilyn. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for being with us again on MCC TV. Our goal is to better acquaint you with the mission, the leadership, and the reach of the college. I'm Kent Pavelka for MCC TV.